Wow!
He's really excited about saving.
Indeed.
Why would you save? Doesn't it automatically save like always?
Yeah, it does. Hello, Summer.
So that's just for scrub lords.
Indeed. Or if you want to make sure it's saved, make yourself feel better.
Yeah. True. I didn't want that checkpoint.
Checkpoints aren't important around here.
I saw those coins. Oh, did we even start the episode?
Not officially. Welcome back to Road Ropers.
Ah!
Nah, who needs that checkpoint? Why would you need a checkpoint?
Well, I think that checkpoint is behind that moon right there.
Yeah, so we wouldn't be that far back.
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
Fine, if you're a pussy.
This is a no checkpoint run.
Indeed.
I think that's impossible. As little checkpoints as possible run.
I have no idea if that's possible.
Where is it?
Woohoo!
Well, my friends.
Whoa, that's quite the assumption there. That well, I guess our only viewers are our friends, I guess, aren't they?
Yes, unless you are not your own friend.
No, I'm not my own friend. I hate myself. I'm a self-hating white man, aka liberal.
Oh, so all liberals are white?
Yes.
And men?
Yes. That's right.
They're appropriating my culture.
How dare they? That's my art. That's our culture. Come on.
What is the culture?
White people don't have culture. What are you talking about?
I like those memes. They're saying like, who said white people don't have culture? And it's like some weird like Eastern European like sacrifice or something that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woohoo!
Did I? Oh yeah, I bought this suit on camera.
Yes.
Where were those coins?
They're up on top.
They're up here. I don't know why I'm bothering to go out of my way to get this stuff, but
why not? Might as well.
I think that's kind of what we've been doing, is getting the stuff we see. But
I have been. I've been getting as much stuff as I remember, for the most part.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I saw that coming. Ooh. And
go for a swim with the birdie.
Does that work?
I don't think so, actually, but
okay.
You could try it.
I'll try it when I... Whoa. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh yeah!
In the moat.
That's no moat. Oh, I guess it is. It goes through.
It's a space station.
Can a space station have a moat?
Why not? The Death Star had a moat.
Did it?
No. It had trenches, which could be filled with water, which would make them moats.
Ah. Well, what defines a moat? Does it have to be around the castle?
Or
a fortress?
I will look up the definition of a moat.
Because if it's just a river-y thing...
I like how the music gets muffled when you're underwater.
Yeah. That's a pretty nice touch.
Indeed.
As opposed to a bad touch. We only know the
A deep, wide ditch surrounding a castle, fort, or town, typically filled with water and intended as a defense against attack.
Ah, so it does have to be around a castle. But it
or
doesn't even...
Or town.
But it doesn't even need water.
Not
it's only typically.
You could have a moat filled with lava if you wanted.
Oh.
Be a true edgelord like Bowser.
That is true. Or filled with mud if you have... getting attacked by waifus.
Yeah.
So you could have a... Whoa! That was cool. I didn't know you could do that.
I wasn't looking at the screen. What did you do?
I can't find a surface to do it on. There you go.
Oh, do that, yeah.
This.
Ooh.
You could, like, fly super high by shaking and then do another, like, spin jump in the air. I'm invincible.
Wow, you're so pro, man. You should do speed runs or something, dude. Wow, radical.
I don't think there's any game I could speedrun.
I don't think there's any game I could speedrun well.
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
speedrun a game, but it wouldn't be good.
I could do like Mario 64 if it was any percent, but even then, it wouldn't be like amazing.
Yeah, I might. Like something like Super Metroid has like so many tricks and stuff that you have to learn to like do a good run. But I don't know, something like, or even like Metroid Prime, there's like a million things you have to like, techniques and tricks you have to do in order to make like a somewhat competent run out of it. But then there's something like Zero Mission where there's not a lot of glitches or anything like that. It's a lot of developer intended stuff.
Yeah.
Like shortcuts and all that. So that might be easier to get decent at speedrunning than certain other games at least. You murdered him. How could you?
Oh, I see. I have to kill my friends.
Yeah.
I have to kill my friends for my friends.
Indeed.
I wonder, what about I bet Fusion's probably pretty easy.
Probably.
Because it's pretty linear.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think there's any, like, difficult procedures to do in it, at least that I know of.
Indeed. And I assume most of the hard bosses in that would be pretty easy with speedrun tactics.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Nightmare. I don't know. Because Nightmare was super hard normally.
How did you do on the spider? I thought the spider was
Yeah,
kind
the
of
spider was
annoying.
hard, Nightmare was hard, and then the final boss was hard for me because I went way too early, and it locks you out of finding more energy tanks and stuff before that happens, so I couldn't, so I literally was forced to face the boss at that noob level that I had. So that's another thing that I don't like about Fusion is it locks you out of certain areas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I can agree on that, actually. That was always annoying when I would be playing it as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to 100% it as a kid, but it's hard to think even back then. There weren't, like, really guides for most games. At least I didn't. Maybe it was just because I didn't have good internet back then. But either way, I didn't have a guide, so I was trying to find these crazy Metroid secrets on my own, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one right there. And, I was like, oh, I'm locked out of this area now, and yeah, there's some secrets you can just miss out on completely. Which I think there might be some of those in all Metroid games, maybe.
Yeah, there are some pretty well hidden things. Most of them are just, secrets, nothing that's like related to actually progressing through the game, except for that one spot in Super Metroid where there's literally zero indication of anything, but there's just an invisible or like a fake wall that you can just walk through normally.
Yeah.
That's the only like really bullshit thing that I can think of.
Yeah. Isn't there the fake lava too, or is there something telling you that that's fake?
There is something that you have to like really pay attention in order to notice it.
Okay.
But
though I suppose lava's never as bad because you eventually get immune to that, right?
yeah,
So you'd probably, if you were wanting to 100%, just jump in every lava pit anyway.
The problem with that though is that was required for game progress because you had to do that to face Kraid, and that was in Zero Mission. And you need you wouldn't have access to the various suit by then.
Yeah, true.
So.
That makes sense. Yeah, those games are pretty cool to watch, like with people who know all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh wow, I've played through this game. Even I have played through like Zero Mission and Fusion and some Metroid games. Like, I've played through Zero Mission probably like 10 times, and Fusion maybe like 15 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll watch people use their strats and be like, oh wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Metroid games are really fun to watch for speedruns, especially the 2D ones.
Yeah. I've never seen a 3D one, actually.
I've watched only Prime 1. I never watched any of the Prime speedruns, and of course I'm not going to watch other M.
I am... Uh-oh. Whew. That was scary.
Mm-hmm.
I am... Oh! Jeez. This is treacherous.
Indeed.
I am pretty hopeful that Metroid Prime 4 will be delicious.
Yeah, me too, of course.
It's probably not a big question that it'll be good, because...
For me it is.
You think so?
Yeah,
Is there-
because I mean, I liked Samus Returns. You know, we've talked about Metroid like the past like 3 sessions, I think. But
Yeah.
I like Samus Returns just fine. But I still don't have the highest of faith in Nintendo on this. I mean, maybe it's just because my expectations are going to be high no matter what because it is Metroid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to live up to my expectations. But then again, you know, Nintendo has released nothing but fantastic games on the Switch so far. I don't think there's any games that anyone's like, oh, this is terrible. You know, at least for the first party stuff.
Yeah,
Because,
true.
I mean, Odyssey was really good. Breath of the Wild was really good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, of course, was already on the Wii U. I think the Kirby game was not super well received, but it wasn't poorly received.
What was that one's name?
I don't remember.
It's in Kirby, the Big Boys Land.
Big Boys Land, that's right. You got it.
Big Boys Land.
I'll look it up. That was easy.
Am I? Oh, it doesn't let you fling your stuff for some reason after you do it. Oh, I guess because your nose is stuck in there. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Well, if they're just both of these are moons.
That would be delightful. The Kirby Star Allies.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I feel like that's how Kirby games usually are.
Yeah.
They're like, at least in my opinion, they're almost always just like, oh, that was a Kirby game.
Yeah. It's just a pleasant, easy experience. Nothing really crazy about it.
Yeah.